But I want to help you to avoid having the I'm a broke homesteader. I don't want you to have this pain point. This is the Homesteading for Beginners podcast, and I'm Mona Weathers, your homesteading mentor and coach. I'm here to encourage you to pursue your homesteading dreams with the right mindset in a way that is healthy for you, your family, and your community. If you desire to establish a solid foundation for your homesteading journey, then you are in the right place. Join me as I share stories from the past 20 years of my own journey, as well as practical and actionable steps you can take to start and maintain a healthy homestead. Welcome to episode 13. I did an unofficial survey to a few homestead dreamers and homesteaders, new homesteaders, and the two biggest pain points these homesteaders had were not having enough time to do all of the things that they wanted to do, and then not having enough money to do all of the things that they wanted to do on the homestead or to even start a homestead. Many homestead dreamers and new homesteaders are young families. Their desire to homestead comes from the desire to see their families healthy. This was my why for wanting to homestead. And I wanted to see my children eating the best food and living a life surrounded by nature. So in my experience, and that of many of you listening, meant that my spouse provided the main income. So I stayed home with my kids. I was able to work some to supplement our income, but my husband was the breadwinner. I know it's not everyone, but I imagine there are many listening to this podcast in the same boat. These past couple of podcast episodes I've unofficially called foundation episodes. And these tips and talks all have to do with setting your homestead journey up so that you have a strong foundation. This strong foundation will allow for longevity in your journey. When I think back on our homesteading journey from the start, many of our struggles had to do with a lack of income. Some of our struggles had to do with poor money management, like spending too much and not saving enough. But I want to help you to avoid having the I'm a broke homesteader. I don't want you to have this pain point. In fact, my goal is to actually set you up to be a financially comfortable homesteader. It would take more time than I have in this episode to do that, but I am going to start by offering you 3 income streams you should have to set up yourself for longevity. They are on homestead income, off homestead income, and online income. All of these income streams are related in some way. The reason I want you to set yourself up in this way is that it's a lot easier to create an income under an umbrella than to have multiple businesses that are not related. And I'll get into that a little bit more. Also, these income streams can help you learn more homesteading skills if you keep it in the homesteading space. And the reason I've chosen 3 income streams is, to 2020, right? We all saw what happened to many people when the pandemic hit. Many people lost all of their income in, just practically overnight. While homesteaders have an advantage in that we are striving for self-sufficiency, so we are creating our homestead to help us be more self-sufficient, we still need an income. We also need a few income streams to ensure our homesteading lifestyle has a strong foundation. You don't need to build all of these streams of income either, not at once anyway. The idea is that you build them as time permits And if you can never get to another income stream because time doesn't permit in this season that you're in, well, at least you have an extra income stream, right? Now let's break each of these down a little. Okay, on homestead income. These are things that you can produce from your homestead or that are made from your homestead. So, some examples would be raising livestock for food, gardening produce to sell, and making and selling soaps and other natural products. Anything you can make, raise, or produce from your homestead would go into this category. So that could include selling canned goods, bread making, etc., those types of things. This is also an excellent way to connect to your local community, which you probably know by now, but I'm all for that. Get connected to your community. The next is off homestead income. Now, I don't mean the main breadwinner's income. So this would be separate at this point. But it's an income stream that is not on your homestead, but it's related. So an example might be farm sitting, tending to other people's gardens, working for a local farm, those sorts of things. You could even assist someone who has their own homestead business. This will allow you to sharpen your skills or learn new skills. This will allow that umbrella of having all of the income streams related to each other. So the last one is online income. There are so many ways to generate income online, and I'm not saying it's easy, but there's just so many things that you can do to generate income online. You can create paid memberships, you can sell courses, you can sell physical and digital products. If you're having physical products, you would have to know that you have to actually create that and have the ability to send it and that sort of thing. But digital products is another one that's a lot easier to sell, but it's different. You can become a virtual assistant helping other people with their businesses. You can do consulting and coaching. There's just so many things. And like I said before, if you keep all of these income streams related, they will end up doing a few things. They will allow you to learn new skills. They will get you connected to your community. They will create a passive income or can. They will allow you to have content for social media and other marketing things for your other businesses. Over the years, I have done many things to add to our family's income. But the thing I wish I had really figured out sooner was the online income because that is where you can stop trading time for money and have more of a passive income. Some of the extra jobs I've had over the years while being a stay-at-home parent have been pet and farm sitting, house cleaning. I had a tea making business once, so I made teas and sold them at tea parties. Selling and trading farm eggs and milk and produce, network marketing, blogging, building websites and graphic design, social media. I actually get paid from social media now, affiliate marketing, paid partnerships, and soon I'll be offering courses as well. So I look back on each of these past income streams and see that they have helped shape me into who I am now. Sometimes you think like a method of generating income was a waste of time because it never really generated the income that you thought maybe. But how you can look at it instead is that it taught you how to do something. So each of my jobs, my previous jobs, have taught me how to do a lot of the things I'm doing right now. And I'm on an income path that I'm very happy with right now. So my desire is for you to set yourself up in a way that not only allows you to have your dream homestead, but also thrive in it. I don't want you to be a broke homesteader. And that's more common than you might think. Now, you might be asking how I did these jobs and also was a stay-at-home mom. It wasn't easy. I did have to ask help from family members and friends a lot of times. When my older children got old enough to watch the youngest, that I left them together when I would do certain jobs. The online jobs were, like I said before, I wish I had was able to learn more and just stick with it longer, because I probably would have still been doing that if I had stuck with it, but I kind of let it go because I didn't know what I was doing. But that would have been a better scenario for me. So this is why I add online income stream, because for a lot of families that is the only option. They're not close to family or friends, and they have to do work while they're at home. So that is just something I really hope you look into. And I'm willing to help you. So be sure to connect with me if you need more guidance. I hope this helped you to get your mind around how to start generating some income. And I hope you feel comfortable messaging me on Instagram or emailing me and asking me any questions that you might have, because I am here to answer your questions. So that's all for today's podcast. I'll be back next week. If you are enjoying this podcast, I would really appreciate it if you would take a minute to subscribe or follow. By doing this, you will be helping the podcast to be seen by more people. And I do love reading nice reviews too. Don't forget to visit healthyhomesteading.com for more information on how I can serve you. Until next week, I want you to keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep planning for your homesteading success.